Hi heroes, for this exercise we're going to be using the EBSCO databases provided by the Beam Library to find an article, a scholarly article in biblical studies over the topic that we've selected. And for this example, I'm selecting the topic Feminist Approaches to Jesus' Parables. So we're starting here at the library homepage, library.oc.edu. And I'm going to begin by opening the Quick Links menu here and selecting Academic Search. Now, note that if you have trouble accessing the databases, I've given you some instructions in Blackboard that may help, but if you cannot get into the databases, please let me know. So we'll click Academic Search. And here we are in EBSCO. Now, there are many ways that we might search for information within EBSCO. I'm going to show you one way, but please keep in mind, research is really sweaty work. You may want to put on a tracksuit, you may want to do some stretches before you begin, but there are many strategies, and I hope that you will try multiple strategies as you begin looking for information. Let me show you one way that you can begin. We're going to begin by choosing databases, and this is a really important first step. There are many databases here, each with their own special focus. So I'm going to begin by selecting all databases because I don't know exactly where the conversation about feminist approaches to Jesus' parables is happening. It could be happening in many of these databases. So we'll choose all of them and click OK. And now I need to set up a simple search, but we have to keep in mind that to be good researchers, we have to think like a machine. Humans think in concepts. Machines function by searching for strings of characters. In other words, those little symbols that we actually type in, the letters and the phrases that we actually type in. So we want to create a simple search using strings of characters very thoughtfully and creatively. So in this case, I'm going to type parable and then put an asterisk at the end. Now this asterisk at the end is called a wildcard, and it's searching for any string of characters that follows what we already have there. So P-A-R-A-B-L-E, well in this case it's probably only S, parable or parables. That asterisk is telling the database to look for both of those. In the second field, I'm going to type J-E-S-U-S. That's a very nice string of characters. But it helps us to limit the scope of the kind of parables that we're looking for. So we can be pretty sure that now we're looking for parables that are somehow related to Jesus. In this third field, I'm going to type femine with an asterisk. And what that's going to do is look for feminist, feminism, feminine, any of those kinds of forms. The database is going to search for that particular string. Now, before we just hit search, I want to change this field to TX all text and this field to TX all text, but I'm going to leave this first one alone. Okay, now changing these fields to TX all text tells the database to search for these particular strings of characters in any available text among all the items within the databases. So leaving this first field as it is tells the database to search for parable or parables as part of the title or as part of the abstract or more generally, so that I can find information that's more generally about parables. All right, then we hit search. Now we've discovered 622 items. That tells me that probably this search strategy could be changed so that we could find other information or more information. 622 seems a little bit low to me, and that only indicates that there may be ways to change my search strategy in order to find other things. Notice that the first item that we find, it says that it's a review. That usually points to a book review. And so I could search within Google Books for the title of this book review if I wanted to find that. Just note, if I jump out to Google Books and search for the title, I may be able to find that very book that is referenced here in EBSCO. But I don't want to search for book reviews. I just want to find scholarly articles, and so I can do that under source types by limiting my results to academic journals. So by limiting to academic journals, I know that everything here is going to be a scholarly information resource, a scholarly article typically. The first one here looks really good actually, and so I'm going to click on the title, which brings me to a citation page. Now if I want to get the citation for this article in Turabian, then I can find it here. Now note that this form of Turabian is called author date or reference list style. That is not what we're going to be using. We need to scroll down a little bit more and choose Turabian Humanities Bibliography style. And so I can copy and paste the citation, and for our courses we only need to go up to the end of the page range reference. So right there at the end of the page range, I can just copy and paste that much, and I've got a good Turabian citation. Okay. Notice also that I've got the full text of the article right here. I can click on PDF full text, and there's the article itself. If I click download this PDF, then I can save this and have it in my files as well. And there's the article. Okay, friends, so keep in mind that there are many ways that we could be searching for information within these databases. There are many different strategies that we might deploy, but I wanted to show you this one to give you kind of a first step into using the databases. Do your best, find a scholarly article, and then report on that scholarly article using the prompts that are provided for you in Blackboard. I look forward to joining you in this discussion. Good luck, heroes.